All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show on Onebar. We are entering day 3 of free agency, and we're going to talk about expectations, what to expect, maybe a couple of things we hope for. Before we get into that, this episode brought to you by Minigrown. Head over to minigrown.com. Use the promo code ONELUP, 50% off. 50% off your entire order, which is absolutely insane. Minigrown made right here in the great state of Minnesota. Get those skulls. Look at that skull, baby. 50% off. OneLup. Hit them up. Minigrown.com. Expectations for day 3. So there's a couple things I want to look at. As you can see, I got this beautiful, handsome man over here that we're going to talk about. But the league starts. The official league year starts today at 3 p.m. Central Time. So that's when stuff will become finalized and all the contract stuff will come out. And guys like Cooper Kupp over there will probably most likely become available, as he's said that he would be released if he's not traded. Nobody's going to trade for him. So Vikings expectations. So we have put quite the day. Yesterday, hot and heavy on those big boy names they brought in. The crazy thing is the Vikings still have a ton of money to spend. They still have room to make another big boy signing and then still fill in all the gaps and go for those mid-level guys. It's not for sure what the actual cap space is out there, but it sounds like it's around like $30-35 million that they still have to spend after all those big moves. The beautiful thing is the way they structured these contracts with like Jonathan Allen is that first year, it's very low. It's a very low cap hit, which allows them to continue to go out and shop. So let's talk expectations for the Vikings. Vikings still clearly have some big needs. They need a backup quarterback. We need a tight end. Are they going to go for another guard? Are they going to get an inside linebacker? Are they going to add some depth at safety? There's still a lot of questions out there. So I'm going to give you 2 expectations. So the first expectation is the conservative, like what if I had to guess what's going to happen. And that's when they start filling in kind of these depth pieces, the gaps. They start filling in the inside linebacker. I mean, Kamir Grazier-Hill, free agent. Brian Asamoah, is he coming back? Ivan Pace and Blake Cashman are our guys right now, but we need some depth there. We probably still need some depth at corner. So I could see them going out and getting these cheaper deal contracts and taking some swings on some guys there. On top of that, I could also start looking at the Vikings bringing back some of their own. You look at Jihad Ward, a guy that Flores loved in this defense, that the Vikings really enjoyed having on this defense. I enjoyed watching him. I could see him coming back. Shaq Griffin, do they bring him back? Guys that are still out there. Yesterday, Trent Sherfield got snapped up by the Broncos. I can't remember. He got paid. Like somebody paid Trent Sherfield a good amount of money. I fully expected them to bring back Sherfield. And they're going to start looking at the Shaq Griffins, maybe a Jerry Tillery, guys like that they want to bring back in-house. So I would expect moves like that. I also fully expect this guy, can't do it, this guy coming over here and joining the purple squad and being our wide receiver 3. Like I said, he becomes official at 3 p.m. today Central Time, and he can sign with anybody. And the Vikings it's got to be down to like a couple teams, and you would assume the Vikings are in on him. And with the Kevin O'Connell connection, with the familiarity with this offense, like I could see Cooper Kupp wanting to come here and being a wide receiver 3. So that would be beautiful, but I don't even think that would be the big time signing. So that's kind of expectations conservatively. The other side of expectations are I'm kind of expecting the unexpected, because yesterday was not expected. We weren't expected to go out and get these guys at these not high price, but like the Javon Hargraves, the Jonathan Allen, the Will Fries, all those guys. Nobody really expected that. It's beautiful. Byron Murphy. But I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden they go out and get another big ass name, whether that's another guard, whether that's Asante Samuel, another cornerback that they bring in the mix. Like, they've been very quiet. Something's happening, and they got too much money to spend to be this quiet. And when you look at all those top lists, or the top 100 free agents available, like over a third of them are still available. So I really am kind of expecting a big boy move. When it comes to the backup quarterback position, after that Mike Silver tweet yesterday, just kind of saying there's something very interesting conversations going on. Very curious to see where that leads. I don't know as far as all those. There's still quite a few backup quarterbacks. The Gardner Minshew's, we went over them yesterday. The Carson Wentz's. I think there's still plenty of them out there. They don't have to rush that, but that will be one to watch. But I think we're going to see some moves today from the Vikings. And whatever, if and when that big boy move comes, At this point, I'll be surprised, but I don't know if I'll be like shocked because they're just doing the unexpected and it's beautiful. That's why we love free agency. That's why we love the Vikings. So let me know down in the comments, what are your expectations for the Vikings in day 3? What are your hopes? What are your wishes? What are your dreams? What do you want them to do? And if you want to think about it with a clear mind, get over to Minigrown, minigrown.com. Use that promo code OneLup, 50% off. Hit them up. We'll be here all damn day for any Vikings